I'm here with James Fuller, ahead of our NatWest T20 Blast match against Essex this Sunday. James, so far a fantastic performance against Middlesex on Friday night and a victory, and a real narrow defeat to Sussex at home on Sunday. What's the mood in the camp, and are there any areas you've pinpointed to try and develop against Essex this week?
Yeah, well, the mood's pretty good at the moment. I think after 2 games we probably should have won the game at Sussex. I think the Middlesex game we were a little bit off. Even though we won, we were a bit off with the ball, and that's something we kind of focused on for the Sussex game, and we thought we did pretty well to peg them down to 165 or whatever they got in the end. So we were pretty disappointed to lose that game. And that was kind of partly down to losing wickets kind of throughout the innings, and we didn't really have a platform to go off at the end, although Jack batted really well with Smudge to get us pretty close. So going into the Essex game on Sunday, it's a big game. They're obviously a pretty good outfit in 2020. A few key players like Tenniscarter, Ryder, Tate with the ball. So I guess we'll be looking to bat the way we did at Middlesex and bowl the way we did against Sussex, and hopefully that sort of formula should get us over the line with the victory.
You picked out some of their key men there, the likes of Ryder, Tenniscarter. Do you have special plans for those guys, or do you just sort of try and hit your lengths, hit your areas, and hope that does the trick?
Yeah, we've got a few plans. Maybe for Ryder, it's just a bit of you're hoping he hits it up in the air and he gets out, because he has that sort of talent where he can pretty much hit any ball for 6 or 4. So I mean, there's a few plans. You always go back to your hard lengths because those balls are harder to hit and create more opportunities to take wickets. But we'll have a briefing before the game on Sunday, just to kind of pinpoint key areas where we think we can take advantage. And so we'll have our cheat sheet ready to go for Sunday.
And I understand there's a possibility that Michael Klinger might be back for Sunday. What kind of lift will he give the team?
Oh, massive. He's a big part of our any sort of campaign that we're a part of. 4-day, 1-day, and 2020. And he's consistently been a top run scorer, not only here but also back in the Big Bash. So he sort of brings that stability to the top of the order. Obviously experience, he knows so much, and so the guys are really looking forward for him coming back, just to also bring that energy, because he loves cricket. He loves cricket more than anyone else in the team. So I can't wait to catch up with him, and I think the guys can't wait either.
And just finally, a couple of other key individuals. The way Hamish Marshall's back at the top of the innings, that must be a real boost to the team. In an era where it's all about sort of how far you can hit the ball, his skills at the top of the order, his flicks, the way he runs the ball out to the third man. It's sort of a slightly different approach, but really paying off at the moment. Yeah,
he's a very delicate batsman. He does. Some of the shots are amazing that he plays, the flicks especially, to kind of to have that sort of confidence and that skill really to flick it over fine leg like all the time as well. He doesn't really miss out too often. And then you got Coe coming in with that sort of power hitting approach, and he does hit the ball really hard, and he showed at Middlesex what he can do. So I mean, those 2 guys are in top form at the moment, along with kind of Hank's going all right as well in the 4-day stuff. So hopefully he can bring some of that form into the 2020. And as I said before, we can kind of put the batting and the bowling together.
Just finally, a thought on the atmosphere down here. What was it like on Friday nights playing in front of the home fans, our first Friday night game of the year? And I guess we're hoping that will be replicated against Essex on Sunday.
Yeah, it's good fun. 4-day stuff you do get a decent crowd in, but 2020 it is a much bigger crowd. And they obviously have a good time, get on the booze. It's bank holiday weekend, so hopefully they will be vocal and get behind us.